Today's episode is sponsored by LEB Illustrates. Now, she runs an Etsy shop that sells graphic design, prints, mugs, stickers, greeting cards, all sort of things that you would like that. And if you'd like to support a small business that has some really great artwork, head on over to LEB Illustrates on Etsy. If you use the coupon code COURTCASE, and you get 10% off every order from now all the way through to the end of February. So if you go over to LEB Illustrates, use the coupon code COURTCASE and help support a small business, and you'll really be making a difference. That's LEB Illustrates. Check it out, guys. Okay, happy Friday, everybody. I'm on with my brother, Billy. And my co-host, Sweet Tea.
Hello.
So this is the first... Now, I've had you on, Billy, just you and me. Obviously, Sweet Tea's a co-host, so I've been on just me and her before. But I've never had it just us three. So this is a new one, isn't it?
Yeah. Mental.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how you guys gel, whether we end up just fighting the whole podcast.
Possible.
We agree, you know. We got some good topics to test that, though. So I'm quite excited.
True. Well, I mean... She argues like she does when she's playing Fortnite for a wild hour.
Yeah, that's a good point. Over lockdown, I gave Sweet Tea my PlayStation 4 because I've acquired a PlayStation 5, and Sweet Tea, you started playing Fortnite, haven't you? So how have you found that?
I've been addicted to it. I want to play every night, and I feel like I'm getting better.
That's good. That's good stuff. That's sick. Yeah, I think so too. We keep getting victory royales whenever you're playing.
Yeah, it's true. Which
is nice. Right, we're going to crack on with the first story here. Okay, the first story that I've got for you guys. So, have either of you been on holiday to one of those places where there's like monkeys walking around, like we get pigeons now?
No.
Well, you're lying, Bill, because we've been to Gibraltar.
Oh yeah, shit. No, well, yeah. To be fair, that was like one day, so it was more like a day trip.
Yeah.
Holiday. So technically, been a day trip to Gibraltar.
And what were your experience with the monkeys?
They were alright though. Do you remember we had that little one that was a little bitch though that was just sitting on my back like pulling my hair?
I got that picture. In fact, I might post it on the social media when we were in Gibraltar of where I took a selfie with the monkey and he tried to steal my sunglasses as I took the picture.
Yeah, that was quite good. That was good for her, to be fair. But but the ones in Gibraltar are a bit more savvy, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they like square up.
Yeah.
They don't muck about those ones.
But Sweet Tea, have you had an experience like that?
No, I haven't.
Have you been to like Longleat?
Oh well, yeah, I guess I have then.
What was it like there?
I mean, I did it a long time ago. I haven't done it recently.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Well, basically, what this story is, right, is in the Southeast Asian countries like Cambodia, places like that, where Indonesia.
Yeah.
People have been studying the local monkeys in that area, and basically the monkeys now know what items a person has are expensive and what ones aren't, and they'll know to steal expensive items.
That is mad.
Yeah, and so they'll steal phones and stuff instead of like empty bags and things.
Like, why? Because they can't use a phone. Makes no sense.
Because they know. Because then what will happen is they'll know that it's valuable, so then the people will chase after them and they can exchange it for food.
Oh, I see.
So it says here that thieving monkeys in Bali are more likely to go after articles that tourists value and are more likely to exchange it for food, such as electronics, and ignore products of low value, a study has found. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I suppose you've got to get the hustle going.
Yeah, exactly. And
monkeys are pretty clever, aren't they?
They are very clever. It's why, we're related to them,
Yeah.
So this study was done over 273 days, so like over half a year. They recorded over 2,000 interactions between the monkeys and the tourists. The longest wait someone had to wait before an item was returned to them was 25 minutes. Including 17 minutes of negotiation.
Oh my God.
So they spent 17 minutes going, oh yeah, I'll give you this. Give it back, mate, please.
Wow.
That's so funny.
I know.
Monkeys don't play.
Yeah. For lower valued items, the monkeys were more likely to conclude successful bartering sessions by accepting a lesser reward. That's mad, which means if the item's lower value, they know to ask for something less valuable. So if they get a higher thing like a phone, they know that they could barter for more food because they know they'll want it more.
Ah, I see.
How smart is that?
Yeah, you just shoot a monkey.
They've basically figured out what money is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That's mental. It says that these observations hint towards a deeper understanding of economics that the monkeys have socially acquired over time. It's going to get to a point where a monkey could literally set up a little shop.
It's like Planet of the Apes, isn't it?
It is like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, so they've not had the drug to make him smart, but I mean, they clearly already know what money is.
Yeah. What else? It says these spontaneous, population-specific influence practice may be the first example of a culturally maintained token economy in free-ranging animals. So basically, they're saying that this is the first example of like the concept of money and exchanging goods for things in something other than humans.
So they think that more animals are going to get on this bandwagon?
Well, more like monkeys and primates could learn this sort of stuff, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So the monkey knows what it wants and it's getting it.
Yep. These monkeys have become experts at snatching them from absent-minded tourists who didn't listen to the temple staff's recommendations to keep all valuables inside zipped hand. This is a very passive-aggressive quote, this.
He's probably right.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're supposed to keep your valuables inside zipped handbags firmly tied around your necks and backs when you're there. So anyone in Indonesia who is listening to this, please take this warning, okay? Mobile phones, wallets, and prescription glasses are among the high-value possessions the monkeys aim to steal.
Damn.
Which is mad.
Damn.
Yeah, it's mad thinking that there's another animal that's smart enough to know that's a mobile phone. They're gonna want that, so I'm gonna take it. That blows my mind.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah.
I know. That's mental. Also, did you see, I think we covered this possibly on the podcast way back when we started the podcast. There was that news story where deep in lockdown, where there was no tourists in the touristy areas of Indonesia, all of the monkeys, because the tourists gave them food all the time, and because there weren't any tourists there, the monkeys weren't getting their food anymore. So there was videos of literally hordes of monkeys harassing people, just the odd person they'll see on the street, because there's no tourists giving them food anymore.
Yeah, see, that's the problem. Because I mean, I suppose that's the problem with the tourism there, though, isn't it? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously, it's not natural.
No.
It's got one of those things where it's gone too far.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna.
Exactly. And now they're setting up little co-ops in the middle of bloody Indonesia. Bali now.
Adapt. COVID is making people adapt. They're clearly doing it too.
Me and Sweet Tea were looking up holidays in Cambodia and Indonesia last night.
We were actually, yeah. How relevant?
Because we want to try and go to places that, like, we normally go to, like, European holidays or America when we go as a family, and I think it just looks so beautiful and interesting there, and I'd just love to go.
Yeah,
but
it's a bit basic.
It's not a why, it's a why not.
Yeah. Exactly, Sweet Tea. You should listen to that, Billy. And also, what do you mean it's a bit basic?
Well, that's where everyone goes, isn't it? Like all the 17-year-old girls that think they're being like, "Oh, I'm going off to like Thailand or Cambodia."
I've never seen a 17-year-old girl go to Thailand.
Yeah,
if it's where everyone goes, how comes we've never been?
Well, I don't necessarily mean everyone, including us. The whole world doesn't revolve around us. There are other people in it. But I mean, a lot of people go and they go on a gap year, didn't they? They're like, "Oh, we'll go to Thailand or Cambodia or something like that."
Yeah, well, I mean, it's more.
I think that's because there's loads of companies that do like camp trips over there.
Oh, the package things.
Yeah, like the package deals. I think that's what you probably mean.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, also, for me, it's more the fact that these girls might have all gone, but I've not, and I want.
Yeah, I've not gone and seen it myself.
Yeah, you know.
But I mean, you could just watch like the beach or something, can you?
No, there's only so many.
That's not the same.
There's only so many times you can go to Tenerife, isn't it?
We have only been twice. That's not that many times.
It's one more than I needed to go.
Also, you could go to Cambodia and hate it, and you've flown all the way around the world. And also, let's be real, you are the pickiest eater in the world. What are you going to eat when you're out there?
I'm going to eat whatever those monkeys will sell me.
You might have a Mars bar for sale.
Yeah. But no, I want to go. I want to save up. I want to explore something like that. Have you seen the architecture there? It looks like the King Louis's palace in like Jungle Book. Those sort of buildings like that.
I'm sure it's cool. I'm sure.
I mean, if you end up hating it once you're there, I mean, that's the whole part of travelling, really. So you won't know unless you try.
I do agree with you, but I would much rather spend like $5,000 and know I'm going to have a good time.
I feel like you're playing it safe though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
You are kind of the king of playing it safe, though, aren't you?
Oh, in what way?
You're someone that likes their creature comforts. Knows what they like and enjoys what they like.
Are you saying that he won't go out of his like comfort circle?
Yeah, that sort of thing. What?
Well, I don't think so.
You don't? Well, I mean, you definitely have like a routine.
I mean, James, you did say there was going to be a domestic on here, and you're already starting one.
My routine. I work 9 to 5 every week. I have to have a routine.
No, this wasn't like a. It didn't mean to be an insult.
Yeah, you've hit a nerve there.
All of us can sleep in till 10 o'clock every day.
I don't sleep in till 10 o'clock.
No,
Oh,
I stay in bed till 10 o'clock, but I
That's
wake
the
up
thing.
and then do stuff. I literally grab my laptop and start editing.
I mean,
and then
everyone
he did 2 workouts today.
3.
3?
Well, yeah, I went on that long walk as well.
Bloody hell.
True. I mean, everyone likes being in the comfort zone.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't say that I stay in the comfort zone for everything. I just don't fancy going to part of the world where there's monkeys stealing my shit.
Okay.
I mean, fair enough.
Fair enough then, I suppose. Yeah,
Well,
I agree with that.
I want to go to Japan. I want to go to like not China anymore. 'Cause
I want to go to
they're
Japan.
killing people.
Yeah.
But I would like to go to Japan.
I would be.
That's so basic. All the people go there.
Do you know anyone that's gone, T? Because I don't know anyone's gone.
I do actually, to be fair.
Really? Who do you know that's gone?
I'm not just going to like say them all
Yeah,
over the
you're lying.
podcast.
Okay, well,
Right.
can you tell this anonymous person, do you know how their trip was? Like, did they have a good time?
Well, I assume so. They posted it all over their Instagram.
Poking holes in your story now.
That's another thing, right? I don't want to go on a holiday just because it will look good on my Instagram.
So you're choosing to go somewhere that is like really nice in photos.
No, I want to experience a different culture, mate. I want to see the monkeys. I'm saying, I don't want to go. I don't want to pick a country because I'll be like, some people have taken loads of cool Insta pics there. I want my Insta feed to look amazing. I want to go there because I'm going to make good memories there. I'm going to go there with good people, and I'm going to experience a good new thing.
I feel like we've really come away from the whole monkey topic.
It has diverted, but like that's what this show is about, It's about making new conversations and giving verdicts on interesting things.
Yeah, fair play.
And
do you know what? If you want to go into the middle of, for lack of a better term, buttfuck nowhere, and go and see some monkeys that are going to steal your stuff, man, you do it.
yeah, we've gotten Billy's permission, T.
We have, but we can't go running back to him if our phone's been taken.
Exactly. So if you, you wouldn't anyway because you wouldn't have a phone. So
I will take enough. I'll take enough bananas that the monkey will give me the phone back. All right. It's not like he's going to give it back to me on contract or anything.
Well, this is on record now. So when you go out there and get everything stolen, I'll bring this podcast up and I'll say,
okay,
I told you so.
On what laptop? The monkey will have had it.
Yeah, but I won't be out there, so mine won't be stolen.
Oh, yeah.
You won't be able to send it to us. That's the issue.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do it when I get it back, assuming you make it back.
Yeah, we might not make it back. The monkeys might kidnap
In
us.
which case,
Yeah.
I'll hold a
For
lovely
ransom.
funeral for you both.
Okay, well that's fair enough. Do you guys want to hear about this? What kids are doing in Siberian schools at the moment?
Go ahead.
This is mad, this one. These articles and the amount of adverts they put all over it make it so hard to read. The headline is, and you thought your school showers were cold, screaming Siberian children are made to strip to their underwear and throw buckets of icy water over themselves as part of the curriculum.
Why?
Apparently it's in belief that it wards off infections.
Well, yeah, because you'd be dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
The first thing I think is Siberia is already cold.
Yeah.
So why are they throwing icy cold water over their kids?
There's just water there, though, and everything's icy cold there.
Apparently it's in a specific area of Siberia called Krasnoyarsk. And if 5 and 6 year olds douse themselves in icy water, most parents give their permission for their youngsters to take part daily. And the teachers argue that the cold showers lead to the children calling in sick less.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Very, very strange, though.
There's a bit.
Yeah, I don't get how that works.
Okay, so apparently the children take the cold showers daily after a hot sauna, as long as the temperature is no lower than 25 degrees.
So if you're like,
Wait, so they go straight from hot to cold?
Yeah, from extreme hot to extreme cold.
Well, that's how you got.
Surely that's not good for your body.
Probably not. No, but
Sure
just
there was some
kids.
scientific
Who
evidence.
cares?
Yeah, true. The kids.
They're just kids. Who cares?
Yeah, they always bounce back, don't they, children?
They always bounce back.
They always bounce back.
Here's a nickname for children that I've never heard. They talked to a spokesperson, and the spokesperson said the little walruses warmed themselves in the sauna and went outside for a traditional cold water shower.
The little walrus.
Going up to your kid, come on, time for breakfast, you little walrus.
Oh my god.
He's definitely made to be an educator.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's no colder than minus 25 degrees Celsius.
That's very cold.
It was 2 degrees today, and that was pretty chilly.
Yeah.
Imagine minus 25.
That is
No,
pretty bad.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to.
This is very, very strange. I do not understand the logic of doing this. But, every country's different.
True.
Yep, someone said, so another supporter of the cold water training said, facts are hard to argue with. Our doctor confirms that children in groups that practice dousing get through the flu season a lot more easily. Generally, the statistics show there are 95% of healthy children in the wet group compared to 75% among the others.
The wet group. See, I always think that, but like back in like the 1900s, they thought that like mercury in a hole in the head was good for you.
Well,
So,
I understand that, but these kids aren't calling in sick, Billy.
well, no, yeah, well, they can't anyway. Their parents do it. They might have just said they've not got a cold.
What I'm learning from this, right, is that
People believe it. Anyway.
before we go round to these old women and old men's houses to give them the COVID vaccine, we should do a preliminary round where we just go round to each of their houses and throw a bucket of icy cold water over their heads.
I mean, there was the ice bucket challenge years ago. Why don't we just bring that back?
Yeah, to OAP
Nice
care
cold,
homes.
Nice cold bucket of COVID be gone. And
Yeah.
They won't even need the vaccine.
Exactly.
It's called
That's
the
smart.
COVID Be Gone challenge now.
Yeah. I mean, you don't do it to yourself. You find your old relative
Yeah,
and
you
you'd
do
be
it
like,
for 'em.
chuck it over their
Oh
head.
my god. Hiya, Nan. Haven't seen you in a couple of months. Here's some fucking ice cold water.
I'm sure it'll be fun.
I think that's a great idea, to be honest with you. Thank you, Siberia, for helping us all out with that one.
Yeah, who knew Siberia would save the day?
Yeah, we got some more stories coming up, guys. I want to get into what this Instagram model has done that you guys aren't going to believe, and we're going to talk about what they're calling it is the gender lay gap, right?
The what?
The gender lay gap.
You saying it again isn't going to make me understand what it is.
Lay as in like sex lay.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Right, this is what they're calling it, and we're going to get to that during Courting with James, but all of that stuff is coming right after this. Welcome back, guys. Happy Friday. Have you guys enjoyed the week? Oh, one thing that I did want to bring up is our giveaway winners.
Yeah.
We reached 500 followers on Instagram, half a K, and we've obviously got 1,000 listens as well, which is a big one. But to celebrate the half a K followers, we did a little giveaway where we had 2 court case mugs up for grabs, and our winners won last week. It was Alicia from England.
Sorry, you said our winners won, and
winners
it
won, yeah.
made me laugh.
Well, they did. I mean, can't you a truth? And so one of them was Alicia from Instagram and from the south of England. She won, and she's already received her gift box, and I think we posted on the story. She was very happy with it. You've met her before, haven't you, Billy?
Yeah, well, I worked with it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a nice little connection there. And the other one was all the way from America. Grabalicious
Didn't work with her.
No, you did not. But she is another podcast called the Grabalicious Podcast. Grabalicious isn't her actual name, obviously. But the postage on that was madness.
How much was it?
It was 20 quid.
20
I did not think it would be that expensive.
Yeah, James actually had a heart attack.
Yeah,
That's a
when
lot of
she
money.
said 20 quid, I was like, is there any way we can send this a little bit cheaper?
She
And
literally gave you such a dirty look. She was just like, I literally just gave you your options. What you on about?
Yeah. I was like, okay,
Right.
I think the next giveaway, unless
England over.
might be just a domestic one. you know.
I think so.
Just in this country. But still, when Grabalicious gets her giveaway, I hope she appreciates the thought that we have put into
I
it.
bloody hope so now.
Did
Yeah,
you
same.
pad it out so it doesn't end up like smashed?
Yeah, we've got it was in a little polystyrene box. We added some other little goodies in there.
Oh,
So
nice.
one. I think Sweet Tea helped think of the different goodies and stuff. So good on your Sweet Tea for knowing what, you know, girls would want in a goodie bag. So guys, as usual, influencers are in the news again.
Well, yeah, I mean, why would they not be?
As they are. But this time it's not for swanning off to Dubai during a pandemic.
No,
Okay?
No,
Arguably, it could be for something worse.
arguably.
Really?
Yeah, well, if you think... Well, to be fair, if the influencers that went off to Dubai infected everyone at the airport and then people from the airport and their families died, then that would be worse than this story.
I was going to say.
But this story affects one person badly, so I'd say it's still not great.
Oh my god, your voice went so high pitched.
Yeah, I know. Right, so anyway, if this advert will get out of the way. What I don't get about ads as well, I just want to say this. Okay?
Oh, here we go.
So, you know the way laptops and phones work now is if you go on Facebook or whatever, they see what you've been shopping for, and so the ads are like tailored to you. So half of the adverts I'm getting are for stuff that I've already purchased.
Yeah, no. I don't
So
get that.
why are they advertising it to
Yeah,
me?
It's called like remarketing.
It's like, can you imagine if you went on Amazon and bought a toilet seat, and then you're suddenly getting recommended different toilet seats? It's like, you only buy like one or two of those. You don't need more.
That's weird, isn't it? Yeah. I don't need a shirt I've already just ordered.
Yeah, I don't understand. But we move, whatever. Okay, so Instagram model. Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Cool. So she's got 5 million followers. Okay.
Bloody hell. Does she want to give us some?
I know.
Bet she
And
bought some.
she's called the Brooke Shields. She's been dubbed the Brooke Shields of Kuwait. I don't know who Brooke Shields is.
I recognise the name.
What's
I don't-
Kuwait?
Yeah, what's Kuwait?
I think that must be where she's from.
Oh,
Not
right.
like Kauai. Like,
Yeah, Kauai.
do you mean like the Japanese cute thing, like Kauai?
Might be. Kuwait.
Oh no, that's not. The
Okay.
Kauai is like that Japanese. You know, the like the white girls that will dress up like emos and say they're Kauai.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
And that's a new culture that I need to...
Have you not heard of that?
No?
Oh yeah.
I might have heard of it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
you
see a
know,
lot of
they
things
all
on the
wear,
internet.
like rainbow clothes and stuff, and they all run around wearing like pushing rucksacks and shit.
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah.
I'm Kauai, and they just take loads of photos of themselves.
Yeah, I know what you're chatting
But
about.
I don't think that's what this lady.
No. But anyway, she's going to stand trial in London for stalking and beating up her ex-husband.
Wow, what a knobhead.
I know.
Bloody hell.
She's... her name is Rowan bin Hussein, 24.
Right.
Yeah, I know, that surname does not bode her well from the get-go. She's 24 and she's accused of assaulting Mohammed Yusuf Majarif. And she's from the Middle East, and she's a cosmopolitan star, right?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, like the magazine?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I assumed it was the drink, but that makes more sense.
Yeah, the drink.
It makes more sense.
She's apparently damaged a £200 shirt of his.
That's bang out of order.
I know,
Bloody
that's mad
hell.
too.
Why would someone spend that much on a shirt?
I don't know. The influencer has a law degree from King's College. She's doing well with that law degree. I feel like that degree of hers, she should be on the other side.
Yeah, she could
She's
represent
on-
herself.
Yeah, she's on the
Like
wrong side.
filibustered.
Yeah,
Sustained.
she's denied the assault.
Has she?
Yeah, she's going to stand trial in May, and for stalking and beating up her ex-husband.
Wait, why is she getting done for murder though?
She's not getting done for murder.
Oh, I thought you said she was.
No, for stalking and beating up her ex-husband.
That's a good turn.
Shows how much I was listening.
Yeah. So she beat him up and also damaged the £200 shirt.
Wow,
So
what a bitch.
double the crime there. Oh, she's a mother
Yeah.
of one as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
Setting a
god.
great example for her kid.
Damn.
She was unable to travel to the UK from Dubai. Of course, she was in Dubai.
Naturally.
to attend her plea hearing last month after she tested positive for COVID-19.
Oh, how convenient for her.
She's been doing everything at the moment.
Yeah, clearly.
She's got her fingers in all the pies. Instagram
Jesus.
model, law degree, assaulter,
COVID patient.
COVID patient.
COVID patient.
At the end of this year, her Instagram best of feed is going to be quite a mixed bag.
Her Tinder bio when she gets out of prison, going to write itself.
I know. Bin Hussein, who's been privately funding her defence, was excused from attending her latest case management hearing at Westminster. Her defence lawyer, Katie Mustard, said that's a Cluedo name, that, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Mustard in the
Mustard in the lounge.
Mustard in the courtroom with the Instagram model.
Yeah.
Katie Mustard said she lives in Dubai. She is currently in Dubai with her young child. With the current situation, all travel corridors being closed, there could be difficulty getting her into the country for trial.
Of course there is. Why do all the douchebags live in Dubai? Like, I like Dubai, but like all the douchebags live there.
Not only do all the douchebags live there, all the douchebags go there as well.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't like saying that I like it because I'm like, I don't know if I should be saying that I like that, but
I know.
because everyone there's a knobhead. Like,
do you remember when we went and like all of the police cars and stuff are like sports cars?
yeah, I mean that's pretty cool.
So you guys are douchebags then because you went?
Yeah, well, yeah, but that was never in question, was it? But
It's your fault for going out on.
I know, God.
yeah, T, just take a look at yourself.
Fucking hell. I don't watch one Marvel movie and I get attacked.
Yeah, well, I mean that's disgusting.
Right. She said there is Simon Muhan, who is the prosecuting lawyer, said there is nothing stopping the defendant coming from Dubai except that she must self-isolate for 10 days. But I'm not aware of any particular restrictions on flying from London to Dubai at the moment.
No, I'm pretty sure they're not. I'm pretty sure that's one of the... Actually, I don't know. Have they changed... I thought they said they were stopping all travel now.
Possibly. This was only like 2 days ago, this article.
I think from Monday. So she probably could she could have got over it if she wanted to, I think. Because there was like that geezer in Australia that went out there on holiday.
Yeah.
That was now moaning that he can't get home. And it was like, you have gone out there on holiday during a pandemic, you melt, and you could have got back. You just chosen not to. So don't start complaining to the Sun. They'll buy any story they want that you can't get home.
Yeah, well, you know, I think she should, I think she should get her ass over here.
Sounds like she needs to.
I think so.
Can they not
Yeah, if you're the one telling her off, I think she definitely should come over.
Well, if I'm the one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you sounded very serious
up.
about that. I think she should come back.
She'll miss her court case, but she'll come on court case, and she can argue her defence here.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I think that's fine. Yeah, I've got an arguably worse story here.
Right.
Did I mention? I don't think I mentioned on the show. I mentioned before when I was briefing you guys on the show about this woman that was kidnapped and kept in a coffin for 7 years.
Oh, you did.
What?
Yeah, you did mention.
Yeah. Right. This woman who was kidnapped, raped, and tortured by a couple who kept her in a coffin for 7 years.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I know. Colleen Stam was 20 when she was picked up by Cameron and Janice Hooker in Oregon, US, and driven to their home in California, where she was kept in a coffin, tortured, and raped.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
She was a hitchhiker. They're always hitchhikers, isn't these?
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I am never in my life going to be a hitchhiker.
No.
Okay?
Oh, no, not now.
You're either going to be kidnapped, raped, murdered,
or put in a coffin.
In a horror movie, put in a coffin, like... Anything could happen. I just do not understand. Buy a car and drive it yourself.
Yeah, true. Well, I mean, in England, nowhere's really that far enough away that you would.
You don't need to
warrant
hitchhike.
hitchhiking, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And if you do, you need to question your life choices.
Yeah, exactly. So this hitchhiker, she was kidnapped and kept in a coffin for 7 years, and was only let out to be tortured and raped.
Well, all right then.
How did she escape then?
Grim, yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna find out.
This is going to be the new up and coming Netflix movie, isn't it?
I think so. She was aged 20 and on her way to a party when a young couple with a baby offered her a lift in the US. She jumped in, not realising the husband, Cameron Hooker, 23, was actually hunting for a slave to imprison, rape and torture.
Well, of course she didn't realise that, otherwise she wouldn't have got in the car.
Yeah, I must admit, yeah. That would have been dumb, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It would have been dumb.
Yeah,
That is a stupid thing to say in that article, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a really dumb thing to
just
say.
really wanted
Who wrote that
Yeah.
article?
She didn't realise he was a convicted murderer.
Yeah, she's completely innocent. She had no idea it was going to happen.
For Christ's sake. So let's see. Then she was driven 300 miles to the couple's home in Red Bluff, California. She was suspended from the basement rafters with chains before they sexually assaulted her and had sex with wife Janice beneath her in celebration. So to celebrate the fact that they kidnapped her, the husband and wife had sex with each other.
Good lord.
Yeah. And let's see. So Colleen, now, this is right. So basically this happened quite a while ago.
Right.
In 1977,
Right.
but the woman is now 62 and telling the story, and that is why.
What, like, is this her first time telling the story?
Yeah, and this is why.
How could you
it's in
keep
the
it a
news.
secret for that long?
I know. I feel like it's probably been in the news, but like she's not really given her public account. To
right,
press
yeah.
Until like now, and she said, "I was terrified. Janice watched as Cameron tortured me, and then they had sex in front of me. I was convinced they were going to kill me."
Oh my god.
She was caged in a box for 23 hours a day. She was only let out to be raped, tortured, beaten, electrocuted, or stretched on a rack.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. That's mental, isn't it?
That's pretty fucked.
That is
How
disgusting.
did she escape then?
I'm gonna get to that. Well, I hope it gets to
Yeah,
that. in
we're
this
so
article.
eager to know.
Yeah.
She was starved, deprived of water, and forced to endure temperatures of up to 38 degrees in the summer. He brainwashed her into believing he worked for an organisation called The Company, which would kill her and her family if she escaped. And it was only when she agreed to sign a slave contract she was allowed out more often to help with the children and housework. After 3 years, he took Colleen to see her parents, but she was terrified. She pretended he was her boyfriend. So he, for some reason, took Colleen, the victim, to see her own parents.
Right.
And because she was so scared of what he would do, she pretended that he was her boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Yeah, his control started to unravel when he made Colleen his second wife, and Janice angrily told her the company wasn't real. Janice claimed he had also sexually assaulted and tortured since she was 15, and had only agreed to stop if she would allow him to find a slave. Oh, okay, so
What?
Janice, the original wife, claimed that she had also been sexually assaulted and tortured by him since she was 15.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and he apparently said that he would stop torturing her if he allowed him and her to find another slave for him to do it.
See, I was going to question how... I never understood how couples get together and they commit crimes together. Like, is surely one person influencing the other?
Yeah.
And you saying that's obviously how it happened. Like, she was in the same situation and now they're doing it to somebody else.
So you want to know how she escaped?
Yeah.
Okay. She eventually... so Janice eventually set Colleen free by dropping her at a bus station before fleeing with her children in 1984. And then Janice fled herself with the children.
Janice had enough.
Colleen did not go to the police, but Janice reported him 3 months later and was granted immunity in return for her testimony. And the guy was jailed for 104 years, but could be due for parole as early as 2021.
What the fuck?
I doubt he'd be granted parole, but
I hope not.
Yeah, 104 years. Christ.
It's a long time.
Christ. But yeah, that's got to be a documentary soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did we say Colleen had kids with him then as well?
No, this Janice did, I think.
Oh, okay.
Janice had the kid. Yeah,
That's so messed up.
Yeah, that reminds me. Have you seen that new? It's trending on Netflix. That Night Stalker documentary.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Oh, it's incredible. It's only 4 episodes.
No.
It is incredible. Richard.
I haven't
Ramirez
watched it
is
yet.
the
I
guy.
want to watch it.
Oh wow! Apparently he got married while on death row.
Really? Wow.
What?
The guy from Night Stalker. Well, basically, do you know what death row is, sweetie?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, you can be on death row for years and years and years.
But that's just I always find it mental how people get married whilst they're in prison.
These serial killers get fans, don't they?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very
and then
strange.
and then they talk to them, and then they end up getting married, and it's just so strange.
Oh, that's so funny as well. One of my favourite quotes in that Night Stalker documentary. In the last episode, they go into like his girly fans while he was on trial and stuff. And there's this prosecuting lawyer, this old woman that's like one of the most professional lawyers in the business. And they're sitting down and talking to her about stuff. And she just goes, "Yeah, these are the dumbest bitches I've ever seen."
That's true, though.
I know. It's like, I don't understand that. But who's ready for some courting with James?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'm ready.
Okay, try and show some more enthusiasm, Bilbo.
Woo!
Sure
Thank you.
thing.
Hey, okay. So, let's play the jingle. But anyway, right, so I posted on the Instagram story today, and I don't know if Sweet Tea or me can get the
I can get it up if you
the
want.
results up of 2 questions that I posed the audience today, and the 2 questions were: do men cheat for affection or sex? And do women cheat for affection or sex? So affection being like hugs and kisses, general affection. Sex being, sex. Which gender is more likely to cheat for A or B, for affection or for sex? And so I asked people on Twitter and I asked people on Instagram.
You get the Twitter, I'll get the Insta.
Okay, so on Twitter, for the question, do you think men cheat for sex or for affection? Question 1, men, it was 67% for affection. Affection was the majority one. And the same for women. So, people on Twitter think both men and women cheat for affection as opposed to sex.
Right.
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, so what did the results on the Instagram?
So for men, it was 57% sex and then 43% affection.
Okay, so the majority of people on Instagram think men cheat for the sexy time.
Yeah, however, majority of people on Instagram think women cheat for affection rather than sex.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Fair enough. That's what you think. You think women
That's what
cheat?
I think as well. I think men would cheat more for sex and women would cheat more for affection.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me introduce you guys to something called the gender lay gap. Right? I know you've heard of the prequel, the gender pay gap.
Yeah.
Now get ready for the sequel, right? The gender lay gap. So basically, this is a gap. It's being coined the gender lay gap, and I'm going to explain it to you now. So basically, you guys are wrong. Women cheat for sex, and men cheat for affection, is what this study has found.
I think I am wrong.
Well,
This is mental.
yeah, so
who did the study though?
we're going to find out. Alicia Walker, author of The Secret Life of the Cheating Wife.
She's definitely cheated on this one, isn't she?
Well, if that's her book, then I assume she is.
100%. She's already a qualified person talking about this. Then, isn't
She carried out extensive research for a new book called Chasing Masculinity, and her findings shatter gender stereotyping on infidelity. So this is breaking news here on Court Case. We're shattering societal norms.
As always.
She said the men that in this study enjoyed the sex in their affairs but valued emotional connection and intimacy more highly. The vast majority of women purely sought sexual satisfaction.
Yeah,
That's so strange.
I just don't see that. I just think that no.
Yes.
In that study, maybe, but I mean that study could have had
But the thing
5
is,
people.
I think that this study could do a lot of good. Because in society nowadays, men are still thought of as the people that can't refuse sex. Oh, they think with their dicks and stuff like that. And a study like this could change that perception.
Yeah, I do. I do.
I mean, I get where you're coming from. However, I don't believe the study.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's
I
go
feel
into
like
a bit
it
more.
could have been done without them cheating on each other.
It says men are still painted as. Oh, no, I don't think she went up to the different couples and went, "I'm doing a study. Could you please cheat on your
No,
partner?"
she definitely did.
That's how you think it went
Yeah,
down. is it?
what the fuck? She would have done that.
Men are still painted as creatures that can't refuse sex. Sayings like all men cheat and boys will be boys reinforce common assumptions that cheating is in their genes. Or trousers, shorts, underwear. Any of those.
Lederhosen.
Yeah. But it's not true. The vast majority of men I spoke to craved intimacy and attention, and when they couldn't get it at home, they looked elsewhere. Men wanted a woman to compliment them, praise them, and listen to the mundane details of their days, don't we all? They wanted what we commonly call the girlfriend experience, with hours of sensual sex and lots of kissing and touching. But the majority of women wanted no strings sex. They actively vetted partners who weren't needy or dependent. What do you guys think of that?
Okay, I can sort of see that, because I think typically men don't get complimented as much as women.
They do not.
They definitely don't.
I remember compliments from years ago.
Yeah, men do. Yeah. But I think so. I can sort of see that aspect, and I think if you're a woman, that it sounds like the women that are looking for sex, they should have been single. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they obviously, if they it sounds like they're not happy in a relationship because they want to be single. They just want to shag people and not do that.
Left, right, and centre.
Yeah, whereas like the men clearly want an actual relationship. So it sounds like the men are with the women that should be out just having sex.
Right.
And these men need to be with women that are actually going to be
Companion
affectionate.
women, yeah. What are your thoughts, T?
Yeah, I get that. I'm still just so confused, to be honest with you.
What's
Because-
confusing you?
No, like I get it. Like what your explanation hasn't confused me. Just the actual statistic has confused me.
Well, here...
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just that it's not something that you expected.
Yeah, I didn't expect that result.
Well,
is what I'm
here's
saying.
another added thing. It says here that women need to climax for men to enjoy sex. Which so basically this study is saying that every single man that she studied said that their partner's orgasms gave them pleasure. So they're saying they didn't have as good a time in the bedroom unless their partner was orgasming. Why did you give that look? What's that?
No, I think typically, yeah. I think obviously a man that cares about his girlfriend is going to think that. But
yes,
a lot of men don't give a shit, do they? They just want to
dickhead men,
and walk away.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess it depends who you talk to, obviously, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is very depending on the type of person you are.
People are American and they're all emotional and shit.
I think what this study is going for is basically saying that men need praise from their partner so they themselves feel desired.
I think I can sort of understand that, because I would imagine, especially as you get older, it probably is harder to come by.
It says that when the men were interviewed, they believed that their partners lacked interest in them and were impossible to please. As a result, they felt like a constant disappointment to their wives. The dynamics of the marital bed added to their sense of failures, as their wives either didn't orgasm during sex, or in a few cases, they orgasmed but rushed their lovemaking. All the men said that their wives approached sex like one more chore to complete. Comments from their mistresses, so the people they cheated on with, such as, "Your wife is so lucky to have you," made them feel more manly and content. So,
Fair enough.
yeah.
Fair enough, I suppose.
So, I guess when they're in an affair with a woman, they're honeymoon staging again, aren't they? So they're getting lots of
that's what I was
compliments and
thinking.
things. So,
Because when you start a relationship, the affection is like so normal, but then when you're in a relationship for a long time, it dies down. So that's obviously what they crave.
and apparently, in recent years, the stereotype, well, not the stereotype, but it's flipped, and it's men desire monogamy and women less so. Recent research shows that a number of men desire monogamy and are true to one person, while many women are the ones that want to have more than one sexual partner and want to be open and going everywhere and fucking whoever.
I see that.
Yeah.
I suppose.
So,
I think why that is, women have come out as more like sexual recently. If that makes sense, like they're much more open with their sexuality and stuff like that, whereas I feel like men are much more closed off because they feel like they have to be.
But also, women are sneakier than men.
Yes, and
It says here as well. It says, though, you can get those online websites that are just for like extramarital affairs where you just meet. Apparently, there are more men on those websites, but the women on those websites are more likely to actually go through with meeting the person that they're going to cheat with. So men go on there, and most of the time, just for the fantasy of just that idea in their heads and being on it, women are more likely to actually go through with it.
Right. What, and like act on it?
Yeah, and actually do the affair.
Oh, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, men are pussies.
Yeah. The thing is, I think women are so much emotionally smarter than men are. And it's easy.
Do you think?
I think so. I think women can control their emotions better. So I think that they can be sneakier in that aspect, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, to a degree. Again, I think it's a black or white.
So women have got a better poker face?
I think so.
Oh, yeah, man, yeah.
I think so. To the outside world, women maintain their image as the perfect wife, remembering birthdays, going to events, while being very good at hiding their big secret. Yeah, that's weird. And also, apparently, women are very good at vetting which man to cheat on, and they're very choosy in that respect, whereas men that cheat just go for whoever they can find, so it's a lot messy and it's easier to catch them out, whereas women really vet the men that they go with so they know how airtight it's going to be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like in more situations, men go for other women that are in a relationship, and that's why they get found out more, whereas a woman would go for like someone that you wouldn't find like as easily, if that makes sense.
Yeah. And what's interesting, and it's why why it's proven that women are having these affairs just for sex, is because women are vetting partners that specifically don't want to be romantically engaged with them, because if there's less chance of them being caught out, because the person won't catch feelings for them and then won't possibly ruin the family by exposing to the husband.
Right.
Yeah, I get you.
They're literally finding people that just want sex and nothing else, so they can be, again, more sneaky and not find out.
Bang out of order.
Which is
this is messed up, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
madness.
Yeah, that's mental. So, watch out, men of the world, watch out for your women.
I mean, women watch out for the men. All they want is a hug.
Well, no. the thing I've learned from this is, women, just like glance at your men every now and then, you're going to find out if they're cheating anyway. Men, think about it and make sure you know.
Yeah, no, I do get what you mean, that women will be much better at hiding it than a man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Sweet Tea's been hiding it for months and getting away
with it, so. That's true.
No, but then you're not exactly
so next time you hug a girl, you're cheating on me, yeah?
That's exactly it, yeah.
But I mean, you're not that observant, so
no,
I don't think you'd even know.
I would never get away with it. I just can't. I can't hide anything. I'm awful at lying.
Oh, you're so bad at lying.
You are, to be fair.
See, I'm literally
the only way you would get away with it is if you didn't see me whilst it was happening.
Yeah, like ever.
Yeah.
The best way to cheat on you would be to break up with you and then someone else.
Then that's not cheating, you idiot.
I know, that was the joke.
Oh, okay. Lol. Haha.
Right, should we do a classic Caught with James? Because I've got an interesting story.
Interesting.
Yes.
If you can talk, yeah.
Okay, so I miss sex with my 2 lovers. Now my husband is stuck at home. Literally, this headline is just emphasising what we've just talked about.
This is literally an episode about cheating.
Yeah, I know. So, this woman has said, I've been having sex with 2 men who took it in turns to visit me every week before lockdown while my husband was at work and our 2 children were in bed. I know I shouldn't have been seeing one other man, let alone 2. But now we are in lockdown again, I'm worried I can't see either guy, and I'm feeling so lonely. I'm 32 and a housewife. My husband is 37, and I would say we were happily married. He isn't working at the moment because of the COVID crisis. He had started working night shifts because the pay is so much better, but it meant we hardly saw each other. My flings are only ever a little bit of fun. I never let myself get involved emotionally. There we go, see? Only a bit fun, no involved emotionally. Before the pandemic, my sister-in-law used to babysit for me so that I could go out. She stopped offering, though, after she became suspicious of a male friend of mine. Good on the sister-in-law. Yeah, well done. Yeah. I did have a kiss and a cuddle with him in his van, but I didn't let it go any further than that. Then I joined an online dating site and quickly got talking to 2 men. Jesus Christ, what is up with this woman?
She's so nasty.
Yeah.
Like
How could she say, I would say we're happily married? Well, you're obviously not, you idiot.
What's awful is, like, he started working night shifts because the pay is better. He's thinking about pay for his
this
wife.
Is the thing. Like, he's literally thinking about the family and she's thinking about her vagina.
Yeah.
What a minge.
So one of these men was an electrician in his 40s and the other was a joiner in his early 20s, whether that is.
And they roll joints.
Maybe. They were both keen to meet. I used to see the electrician in my garage at home every Wednesday, while the younger one would get it on with me in the lounge on Friday nights. Why specific to certain rooms? That's a weird thing to me. Also, if I was the electrician, I'd be like, why has she assigned me to the garage? Why am I not allowed in the house? What's up with that?
It's so weird.
Yeah, I'd be like, and yet this little 20-something twink can go on the sofa.
Yeah, maybe he's like, if you're in the garage and he comes home, I'll just say you're fixing a light bulb.
Yeah. Yeah. She said, I pushed the sofa up. Oh my God, they've got kids.
That's grim.
Oh my God.
She said, I pushed the sofa up against the door so the kids couldn't surprise us if they woke up.
So she should not have been allowed to breathe.
That's bad.
Oh my God, she's the worst. She's actually the worst.
Now I'm missing my flings so much, and when I have sex with my husband, it's so dull and predictable. So ask him to do other stuff. This is what I don't get about cheaters. I'm doing that.
Like what we say, James, communication is key.
Yeah, just say, okay, sex is a bit dull. Can we switch it up to something else? You don't have to go do
I bet she's well
someone else. She said to please help. I'd like to get things back on track with my marriage. She'd like to get things back on track with my marriage. How are you doing well? It's a dear Deirdre.
That was it.
I found. Should we see what Deirdre said?
Don't be such a slag.
She said, you're playing a risky game with your marriage and family life. You say your flings are just a bit of fun, but your husband, children and extended family won't see it that way. There are plenty of better ways to fill your time and make worthwhile connections with people that don't involve such destructive behaviour. Your husband no doubt opted to work nights in order to bring in as much money as possible. I expect he would prefer to work during the day. Use this lockdown to focus on your family. You will all need to pull together to get through the tough weeks ahead. Talk to your husband about how lonely you are and let him know you have been missing him. Would you both consider taking a cut in his pay so you can have more time together as a couple and family?
Sounds like she's
I'm a woman and I'm so disconnected from that woman's thoughts. Like, I don't understand why that is the process she's decided to take when they're like, she could just sort out her marriage. Like, why is she like, I don't understand.
She's a bitch.
She just wants to sleep around. I mean, there's
she's literally just a fucking mother who's a slag.
The fact that he's taken a night job.
Yeah, that's bang
and what's awful is, like, she got a babysitter so she could go out. Right? Why didn't she hire a babysitter so she could get a job that also pays so he wouldn't have to work nights?
She sounds like she's professional at this cheating.
She's a pro cheater, yeah.
She knows what she's doing.
I feel so bad for the father in this.
The husband, yeah. He needs to find out, get custody of the kids and leave. Mm-hmm. That's what he needs to do. Old Deirdre was not harsh enough. I can see why she's retired now.
She's always too nice.
Yeah.
She should be saying to him, sort your life out.
I know. Yeah, this is why people don't read The Sun anymore because she gives advice like that.
Yeah, that's the reason.
Maybe they should ask Court Case instead of ask Deirdre.
They should. In fact, if anyone listening does have or want relationship advice or have a situation, it can be absolutely anonymous. But if you want to message us on Instagram or email us at courtcasepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, if you're cheating on your boyfriend and you're worried about your marriage, then please write in.
Yes.
We'll be sure
and we will put you straight.
We will berate you for the solid whole hour of the podcast.
So if you feel that is you, then please write in.
Yep. I've got that ends Courting with James.
Right.
So we've had a very nice cheating segment of the show.
It would be so juicy if we all had different opinions on that topic, though. But I'm glad we don't.
I feel like you can only when it comes to cheating, in my opinion, you either have the right opinion or you're wrong.
Yeah.
And
that's
100%. Either it's wrong or you're a scumbag, frankly.
Well, you either have the right opinion or the other option is you're the cheater. You are a cheater.
Exactly. I feel like we've gone very back to basics with this court case episode. You know, we had a very special one last week with the woman from California, but I know this one we've got thieving monkeys, we've got cheating couples. It's classic court case.
I like it though,
and I'm here for it. We've got one more quick story, and it involves Pringles before we end the show.
Banging.
Did you
what
know?
flavour?
Well, here we go. This is the story. Be prepared. Pringles are introducing hot dog and mac and cheese flavors for a limited time
mac
only.
And cheese.
Yeah. Limited edition New York hot dog and bacon mac and cheese.
That actually sounds unreal.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, are they going to come to the UK?
It was shared on the popular Instagram food New Food UK.
No.
So I assume
that's
it
amazing.
Would be. Yeah,
I do like hot dogs. To be fair.
Yeah, so you got hot diggity dog on mac and cheese.
That's a banging name.
Limited time
I'm so
only.
excited.
Hot diggity dog, yeah, dude.
These articles, when they're an article that's taken all of their news from one Instagram post, it's how they try and stretch it out into a full article is so funny. They found comments and they've gone, one person commented, "These look amazing," while another added, "Oh Lord." Couldn't find any other comment.
Oh Lord.
That's so
Lord above.
that's so fucking dumb.
But it says they've also apparently in Japan, Pringles released a 161 centimeter tube that is as tall as a person.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get through that in an hour.
Yeah. You get through that in an hour, did you just say? There you go. Sadly for Brits, the competition was only in Japan, said the article.
It's sad, isn't it?
Well, there you go.
You're a dog.
Yeah. Was that Saber?
That was my dad sneezing.
Oh.
He's so fucking loud.
Well, that's our hour, guys.
All right, bye.
We've
Is it?
It is, yeah. That's our hour. We've
Wait,
come
why did that feel like that was so quick?
just because we had such a good time.
No, I didn't.
Oh, we didn't get to talk about Wandavision.
That's right.
We can do that. Well, what if we wait?
I don't think it's actually been an hour, so you could probably squeeze it in.
Okay, we'll squeeze it in, right? There's I want to introduce a new segment to the show that's not every week, but is maybe once a month or once every 2 weeks, where I want to call it something like maybe courtroom drama or something, where we talk about a new TV show or a new thingy that's out.
Sure.
And I want the first one to be today. I haven't got a jingle. Might have to talk to Sam. Get a new jingle for us. And the new one I want to talk about is WandaVision. You and me have been watching WandaVision together. Sweet Tea, you've not seen it at all, have you?
No, I haven't.
No. But what do you think of the series so far?
I think it's been really good. Excellent.
I think it's so strange.
It's strange, but it's good.
Yeah.
Because it's so different.
Right? What you need to understand, Sweet Tea, right, is this is a continuation of the Marvel franchise of films, which you still haven't seen, which I very much regret. And basically, most of the films, they're all very different in different ways.
Yeah.
But most of them, they're big budget Hollywood films. And what they've done with this show is they've gone so small and they've made
Much more grounded.
It's much more grounded. They've made it a sitcom, but with something strange is also going on at the same time.
Yeah.
And the way that they do it, where it's 20 minutes or 30 minutes, so like a common sitcom episode, and you're basically watching a sitcom for the whole time, apart from there'll be the odd minute or two where you get a little bit of clue that something else is going on and it's not quite right. And I love the slow build that they're doing.
Yeah,
like it's so interesting.
Yeah, especially as it's coming out weekly. Which I like. I think I don't mind like binging TV shows, but I definitely like the fact that Disney Plus have been doing it, and Amazon Prime did it with
The Boys
as well, where it was weekly, and I definitely prefer.
Because you can talk about it each week. Because there's only been 3 episodes out so far.
And also gives you something to look forward to when it's weekly.
Yeah, exactly. So we won't go into spoilers or anything. But if anyone's watching this and they're not sold, because it's so creatively different, it's gotten a lot of mixed reviews. Some people aren't liking it and some people are, because some people are watching going, I want the normal Marvel shit. Why aren't they punching each other?
Bullshit,
And it's like, guys, come on. You asked them to do different stuff. They're doing something different now.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why would people want to keep on watching the same thing but like different all the time?
Yeah.
People are idiots.
What's annoying is you get all these fans that are like, oh, I wish they'll try something different, and then they do something different, and they're like, oh, well, this isn't the different that I wanted.
It's like with all the new blockbusters recently, and it always is like ends differently. Like with The Last Jedi, for example, and they took a massive like curveball, and everyone was like, how fucking dare they?
Yeah,
completely changed it. And even though the Force Awakens, everyone was like, it was too much like A New Hope. And they completely changed The Last Jedi, and they're like, don't you fucking change it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what do you want then? Make your mind up.
I didn't like that movie, but I respect that they tried something different. So
exactly.
fair enough. But no, if anyone's on the fence about watching WandaVision, if you've watched all the Marvel stuff before, you'll love it. If you haven't watched any Marvel stuff but you really like sitcoms, you'll love it as well, because each episode is a different era, like a different decade sitcom. So it pays homage to all of the decades worth of TV.
To something you could follow if you haven't watched the others. But obviously it's not finished, so we don't know. You might have had to have watched the others, but so far you haven't. You wouldn't have had to have watched the other episodes.
Yeah. But there you go. There's our quickie thoughts and my quickie new segment. Courtroom drama. Is that what we'll call it? I'm trying to think of something catchy.
Courtroom drama, but that doesn't really link into like TV shows.
Yeah. If you're a courtroom drama is a genre of TV, isn't it? You'll watch a courtroom drama.
True.
Maybe. So.
Oh right. Okay.
Maybe.
But if anyone can think of a better name for this segment,
maybe you should just put TBD.
TBD. To be decided.
Yeah, like you don't know yet.
Cool. James's TV segment, TBD. Thank you, Sam, for sorting out a jingle for us at some point in the future.
Well done, Sam. Quality.
Yeah. I apologise that you couldn't really say much in that segment, Sweet Tea, since you haven't seen it.
No, it's okay. I enjoyed listening.
We are in the middle of a pandemic, and you really have no reason not to have watched it.
I'm. Oh well, I mean, he has got a point, but I am watching other stuff. To be fair.
Yeah, you are. What are you watching at the moment?
Well, I finished watching The Serpent. I do recommend that. That's good.
What did you? Did you watch that, Billy?
No, man, I'm Bridgerton at the minute.
Oh right, you're watching the sexcapades of
yeah, that's been
Netflix
greatly
Bridgerton.
Overhyped. Greatly.
Has it really?
Not enough sex. Well, not enough sex.
Oh,
not enough sex.
But like everyone was like, oh yeah, it's basically like porn, but like set in Victorian times. That's like shit. It's all like lovey-dovey stuff. You know, like the courting part.
What was more sexual, this or Game of Thrones?
In the Game of Thrones' heyday, I would have said Game of Thrones.
Right.
But I'm like halfway through it. There could just be like a huge orgy at the end of it.
At the end, they save it all when there's a huge group sex scene.
Oh my god!
Because I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah. Well, we've gone over time again. That's 2 podcasts in a row. So lucky you guys for getting an extra few minutes of us. Join us again next week. Have you guys enjoyed doing this 3-person podcast first?
It was all right.
Sponsored by.
It was okay.
It was just alright. Would you?
I will not come back on again.
Yeah, no, I don't recommend.
All right, we'll keep them apart. This stuff apart.
We are apart.
We are apart. You're acting like you had to break us up, but we're literally apart.
Well, everybody at home, I hope you enjoyed listening. Please follow us on Court Case Podcast on Instagram.
Subscribe.
Yep.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
You guys,
put on notifications.
You got to press the like button on our recent photo. Obviously, you won't get a part 2.
Exactly. But yes, follow us on Court Case Podcast on Instagram. On all our other socials, Twitter, it's Court Case Cast. Please come back next week. We hope you enjoyed this hour of great stuff with my brother and my co-host, Sweet Tea. I'm glad you guys enjoyed. We will see you guys next week.
I'll probably see you before then, but yeah.
Yeah, you'll probably see me in about half an hour. But see you guys next week.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.